My name is Parker Duncan, and I am going to be sharing some information on the Lee Classic Cast Single Stage Press. This is going to be a brief on the 90045 reloading press and its applications. Lee is a company that has been around for the better part of 65 years. They've been making reloading equipment from the start. They don't throw any funny business into their equipment. They just build solid tools that help you load and create better and custom ammunition. Now, what is this item for? The Lee Classic Cast Single Stage Press is a reloading instrument that is used to create custom rounds or ammunition for most pistols and rifles. Uh, there, you see the graphic there on the left is one of the first models of the Lee single stage press. As you can see, it does look pretty rudimentary. All it is that little receiver there. You have a leverage arm, wooden ball, which they actually still use nowadays, and some securing holes there, and the ram itself with a bullet seat holder in it. Now, why a single stage press? Um, not you may not know this, but Lee actually produces a bunch of different presses. They have some higher end presses for people that produce a lot of ammunition, and then they have some beginner presses. They have shotgun presses. They've got some more advanced presses for more experienced people. But the thing is, thousands of reloaders started with this press. As a matter of fact, I started with the single stage press. Now it is a newer model, but it is very simple and very easy to learn. I watched maybe one or two videos myself on how to use it. The simplistic design helps to eliminate any confusion. Per the previous slide, that graphic and this graphic as well, it's very simple. It's just a leverage arm, a ram, uh, the die holder, and the shell holder there, um, right there. Um, and with the simplicity, it creates a sort of process that one step at a time means you stay in control of every round. You never want to lose track of the steps that you take when making custom rounds, or something drastic could happen. Now, what do you get when you buy a Lee press? Well, with the classic cast single stage press, you get a heavy duty cast iron frame. It allows for high performance when faced with the largest of calibers, which we will discuss that shortly. It does not budge, it doesn't flex, bend, crack. As a matter of fact, your workbench will most likely fail before this press does. Uh, it has a standard 7/8 inch 14 thread die receiver. That's this area up top. That is the receiver for the reloading dies. It's the standard die receiver across multiple different brands such as RCBS and Redding. And it allows for flexibility when it comes to buying from different brands. Lee's not trying to lock a customer down as far as getting their business, but there definitely is a standard to be followed. There's a spent primer collection system. There's a reservoir down here at the base of the frame. It allows for the press to eject its own primers. There is a small hole in this cylinder here that ejects the primers whenever they're forced out from the top. And then there's adjustable compound leverage. What I mean by that is it's the arm, like we've seen in two graphics now or three. It's that long arm with a wooden ball at the end, and it applies for or it allows for some very very good leverage. But you can adjust that leverage if you're working on a smaller round. Maybe you don't need as much bite per se on the round as you would a larger rifle round. Features. This is just a more detailed breakdown of how what the actual press is and what all is there. So you see there is a die in this diagram. This little cylinder down here is actually the die holder. That's that 7/8 inch 14 thread receiver. The frame there, we've seen the frame. The shell holder allows for the shell to stay in place while you're setting it or while you're working on it inside the press. One wrong move could collapse the casing and then it's no good. The ram is that cylinder that we've seen in the middle. Um, Linkage, it's just the arms holding the lever to the press, and then of course the lever, which provides your leverage. The O-ring ram tension. So that's back to that adjustable arm. There is an O-ring on the newer models that allows you to loosen and adjust the arm for better leverage. There's a removable primer arm, which actually isn't in this graphic, but it's an attachment piece. It may be about 2 inches in length. That attaches to that ram, and it slots in whenever you bring the ram down, and it comes out whenever you bring the RAM up, and it allows for depriming and repriming all in the same motion. There are some notes. Uh, Dies and shell holders are sold separately from the individual press. Some more specifications to get a bit more technical about what the press actually is. It has a cast iron frame. The of course the die thread, that die receiver is 7/8 inch of an inch, uh, 14 standard count threads. The ram stroke is 3.5 inches. The priming system is a universal system. It handles large and small rifle and pistol primers, that being also large magnum and large magnum rifle and large magnum pistol. Um, the mounting is simply 3 bolts and 3 nuts. You could use some heavy duty screws, but the bolts do it just about. The weight of it is about 7 pounds. The finish is a red powder coat, and all Lee hardware is assembled and made in Hartford, Wisconsin. Now, what can it actually load? It can load pistol and rifle cartridges. Pistol cartridges ranging from 380 auto all the way up to 500 Smith and Wesson Magnum. Uh, the common pistol calibers: 9 mm, 45 ACP, 357 Magnum, 44 Magnum. There's a lot of well-known pistol casings. The rifle cartridges may be a bit more niche. Small rounds such as 223, which could be confused sometimes as a pistol round, as small as it is, all the way up to say like a 300 Winchester Magnum, a 338 Lupa, or even a 50 BMG, which is a 50 Browning machine gun round, and it's about 4 to 5 inches in length and about the diameter of a quarter. Common rifle calibers are 223, 5.56, 6.5 Creedmoor, 30-06, 308 Winchester, and 300 Winchester Magnum. Now, why this product? For starters, uh, ammunition is going up in price. Um, per the trend on this chart here. Uh, I mean, it's seeming to raise in the next few years to 7.2% above its current price at this moment. Um, Now, for any experienced firearm shooter, there's always been an instance where you just can't find your ammo, or it's terribly expensive. And by owning and operating a Lee press, it makes it more sustainable and more affordable to shoot guns. Um, and another thing, Lee innovates. Lee actually has quite a few presses, but one in particular is called the turret press, and it makes it to where you don't have to remove your dies every time you need to move on to another stage in the process. That requires recalibration. There's always error that is involved, but it's ease of access. But the single stage press is still more for beginners and easier to use. Some tips before reloading: you should always ensure that you have your proper supplies. I'll go ahead and skip to the bottom. This book here um, is sort of like an official text of reloading with your Lee products. It outlines proper measurements for powder, the correct bullets to use, how heavy they should be, or what grain they are. Um, uh, and certain compression standards. It lines all that out in that book. I have one myself, and I use it all the time. You should always calibrate your dies. The book does show you how to calibrate them. You should always clean your workspace, prep your workspace so you're not digging around for items while you're reloading. And once again, the purchasing of the Leave Reloading Handbook does go hand in hand with the reloading press. Thank you.